I wonder if any of you guys have ever read the book Hatchet. It really feels like I'm living in it right now. Today I'm in the remote Allagash Wilderness of the North Maine Woods, very, very close to the Canadian border. It's taken me a long time to get here, driving through back roads and a bunch of different logging roads for a couple hundred miles. This is without a doubt the most remote I've ever been since I've started this channel. We're gonna be out here for 3 days, camping, fishing, and bushcrafting, cooking, and probably the thing I'm most excited about is trying to get up close and get some good shots of some cool wildlife that we just don't have in Louisiana. I've got an absolutely incredible trip planned for you guys, but before we can do anything else, I've got about an hour to an hour and a half paddle in this canoe into some strong headwinds. And this is also my first time ever using a canoe. So I'm gonna lock in, keep my head down, and get to it. There's a bunch of otters just staring at me. Look at them. They're just poking their heads out of the water. And they're like, what is this dude doing? Guys, I was just talking about all the animals I want us to see while we're out here. And one of those animals I mentioned was a loon. And I haven't seen one yet, but I'm telling y'all, not 5 seconds ago, I just heard one calling. They have the most incredible call. It's so beautiful. Whenever I hear the call of a loon, it perfectly encapsulates what I think it is to be in nature, what I think true nature is. I don't know, I sound stupid trying to explain it, but the sound of a loon calling is like just incredible. And I believe right up here is going to be our campsite for the next 3 days. This campsite's on a little peninsula that's sticking out into the lake, and there's a really nice breeze coming right through it the whole time I've been here so far. And I think that's really going to help to keep the mosquitoes and the flies away, which will be really nice. So the first piece of equipment I'm going to be using to make myself feel safe while I'm out here is this Garmin InReach. This is a satellite GPS phone. I can text, send messages, and in the worst situation, I hurt myself, I flipped the kayak, a bear attacks me, I can hit the SOS button on here and I can call in someone to come get me. All right, and the second thing right here is a firearm. Do I need it? No, not at all, but I feel a lot better having it here as a chest rig. There are moose here and bear. Bear, I'm not so worried about. Moose, I'm not really worried about either. But if I run into a mom and her calf, there's a super slim chance that could get dangerous. And I just feel better having this with me. It's almost certainly not gonna rain while I'm out here, but I've got so much gear, I don't want to chance it because all of my gear is gonna go in that tent. So I'm gonna leave the rain fly on. If it gets really hot in the middle of the night, I can just take it off. All right, well, camp is set up. We're actually fixing to go out on the water and do some fishing before it gets dark. We got about 2.5 hours left of daylight. So I want to get on the water, see if we can kind of scope out the area. I don't know if we're gonna catch any fish today, but I want to put together a game plan for tomorrow. But before we do that, we have to do one more thing now that's gonna really help us out later. I mean, kinda. This is also just something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. So let's go check it out. All right, so 90% of you guys will probably already know that this tree right behind me is a birch tree. And you'll also probably know, if you're like me and you're a fan of survival TV, that birch bark is a really, really good fire starter. And ever since I was a kid watching those survival shows on TV, I've always wanted to collect some birch bark to start a fire with. So I'm gonna collect some now that we're gonna use, hopefully, to start our fire later on tonight when we go to cook dinner. And now we got a nice little piece of birch bark that we can use to start a fire later. All right, guys, it's getting real close to the golden hour here. About to be a really good time to do some fishing. Real quick though, I want to let y'all know a little bit more about what species of fish we're going for today. And that's brook trout, landlocked salmon, and lake trout. This time of the year, your best bet of catching one is going into deep, deep, deep water and jigging with a spoon. So that's what we're gonna try today. Let's see what we're working with here. This right here looks about as good as anything, so we're gonna tie this on. It's not too big, but it's heavy enough that I know it's gonna be able to get to the bottom. This is all too shallow, but there's a point right there where all those Canadian geese are. And I saw on the way in, there's a big drop off, so that's where we're gonna head first. So I'm just letting my line go out till I know it's on the bottom. Now I know it's on the bottom. I'm gonna do like a couple reels in, get it off. And I'm just basically gonna 1, 2, 3, jig, let it sink back down. Right over there, there's a loon and there's a bunch of seagulls. I'm gonna see if there's anything biting over there. Look, there's the loon right there. There he is. He just dove under. Ooh, that was a bite. That was a bite. That was another bite. That was another bite. All right, we're just gonna drop it right back down here. That was 2 nice bites, guys. Back-to-back hits. It's a little trout. I just saw this, a big trout. That's a big trout. Oh my gosh, he's got it. It's a bunch of trout. They're just toying with it. Okay, I think I need something. Oh, there he is. I think I need something smaller, guys. I think I need something smaller. All right, guys, we got 2 options. We can go with this little pink one that's really small, or this other one that's a little bit smaller, and it's just like the one we had. Quick decision, I think I'm gonna go with this one, because I know they want it. I got one finally. What is that? I got him. That is not the same fish that was biting me. This is much bigger. I don't know what it is. Oh, come on now, come on. Oh, what is that? Oh, wow. That's a new species for me. That's a new species. Oh, calm down, calm down. All right, check that out. So I'm fairly certain this is a fish called a creek chub, I believe. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. This is a trash fish. I am 99% sure this is not the fish that was coming up and hit my lure just a second ago. This fish is a little bit bigger than what I was seeing. So we're gonna very quickly just let this fish go. I know y'all probably can't see it too good with the sun right behind me there, but honestly, there's not too much to see with this guy. It looks like a carp or a goldfish. We're gonna let him go and see if we can catch a trout. All right, I'm gonna send it back out. I'm telling y'all, that looked like a brook trout. Looked like a couple of brook trout chasing me. Got him. Oh no. It's another one. Okay, this one is smaller, so maybe that is what it was. I think I might have been wrong, guys. It might have been creek chubs the whole time. But we're gonna keep trying. I might switch to that pink lure. Got another one. And it's a creek chub. Another one. That's a big one, at least. That's the biggest one of the day. It's a monster. They're still fun to catch. Does that still count as a catch? I think it does. I will never complain when I'm catching a fish every cast. I don't care what kind of fish it is. I got my fire going, and for dinner, I'm gonna be having fresh salmon, butter, garlic knots, and 2 potatoes. Right now, I got the fire ripping behind me. I'm just waiting to get a nice coal bed before I can cook. Check out this moon behind me. It almost looks like a blood moon, but not quite. But we got a full moon out here. The worst part about cooking in the woods to me is having to wait forever to get a coal bed. I'm very tempted to just start cooking on the open flame, but that never really turns out good. Now, if I've heated this thing up right, we're gonna get a nice sizzle when I lay this salmon fillet down on this pan. So fingers crossed, hopefully it comes out good. The camera does not do this justice, especially in the dark, but you're gonna have to excuse me. I'm starving. The potatoes are hard as rocks. I think I might have messed up on those, but I'm digging into this salmon immediately. Actually, I'm gonna start with a garlic knot. I'm gonna try the salmon. First time cooking salmon over coals. It's good. A little bit drier than I would like, but look, if you watch any of my videos, you know I'm not a cook, man. I'm just out here trying my best. I've just been sitting by the fire, listening to the loons for the past couple hours, just calling to each other back and forth across the lake. That's gotta be, without a doubt, one of the most peaceful and relaxing sounds I've ever heard. But I'm absolutely exhausted, guys. I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm gonna hit the hay. If anything of note happens in the night, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you first thing in the morning. Well, I slept really, really good. Without a doubt. I know I say this in every video, but that is truly the best night's sleep I've ever had in the woods. Well, I was starting to smell pretty disgusting. I decided to take a dip in the lake. It's freezing, but it's very refreshing. I wonder if any of you guys have ever read the book Hatchet by Gary Paulsen. That was one of my favorite books when I was in middle school, and without a doubt, it's probably left an impression on me, and it's why I like doing stuff like this. But I gotta be honest with you guys, it really feels like I'm living in it right now with this lake that I'm at. When I imagine where he was at in that book, it's something just like this. I think the only difference between me and him at this moment so far is that a moose has not attacked me yet. So we're doing a little bit better than he did. Whoa. All right. I'm finally out on the water. Time to look for moose and do some fishing. That was a big bullfrog. I almost got him too. All right, well, while we wait for the bite to pick up, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my drone up in the air and see if we can capture any moose. On camera, that is. I don't know how you'd capture a moose with a drone. All right, well, still no moose, but it is absolutely beautiful. I'm just sitting here taking in this beautiful scenery, waiting for the wind to die down and the bite to pick up. Something's hitting me right now. Oh my gosh, that was a solid thump. It was just tapping it, but it didn't take it. Got him. Oh my goodness. I think I foul hooked him. I was about to say that felt like a giant, but I knew it wasn't. It's because I hooked him in the tail. Well, guys, looks like we're going to be cursed to only catch these guys. Oh. Man, he came off. Oh, that's a big one. That might be the biggest one we've caught. That's hilarious. I'll let him wear himself out. I've been having a hard time getting these off the hook without pliers, and I do not want to get those treble hooks in my hand. So we're gonna let him get all nice and tired. I don't know why they make that weird noise, man. I'm not holding them that tight. I'm barely holding them. Y'all hear that? It's the weirdest noise. Anyway. Oh, I thought that was something different for a second there. I got really excited. All right, another one. This is so beautiful out here, guys. I mean, this water is just glass. That wind is completely gone. I do not want to go home. I mean, you cannot get anything like this in Louisiana. All right, steak fajitas. I just can't stop thinking about how grateful I am to be able to be out here. Ever since I was a kid watching Survivor Man or Man vs. Wild, or even reading Hatchet, like I mentioned earlier, I've always dreamed about getting out here in the North Woods. And it took me almost 30 years, but I finally made it. I have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel by the end of the year. Once I do that, I'll be able to make money off of my content, and I'll be able to do bigger and better videos for you guys. So if you want to see that, please like and subscribe. It's the absolute best way you can support this channel. So the plan for tomorrow is to get up super early. We've got a pretty long paddle to get back to our takeout point, and we're going to be able to fish the whole time. However, tomorrow is our last chance to catch any salmon or trout. Got all my gear loaded up in the canoe. Now let's get on the water. I'm gonna miss that campsite. Maybe I'll come back to it one day. Oh, deer. That's so cool. Oh, and a fish. Fish and a deer. I think that's a fish. Oh man, another one. Another chub. Well, there he is. Let's let you go. I thought that was about to be the perfect moment. I saw a deer on the bank. I just got some footage of it, and then I had my line in the water just trolling behind me. I thought that was a trout. I got so excited for that. Well, we didn't catch any trout, and unfortunately, it's time to go home now. Back to Louisiana, which is something I'm really not looking forward to after this amazing trip. But this trip has been something I'm never gonna forget, guys. I mean, this was absolutely the most incredible experience I've ever been on, without a doubt. I truly appreciate all 400 of you guys who like and subscribe and who watch me do all these goofy videos out in the woods. I never thought 400 of you guys would be interested in watching this stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next video.